So, police are investigating the possible deliberate burning of an RV in Chelmsford, but so far, they don't have a whole lot of leads.
I thought they had video on this.
Just because you have video doesn't mean.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
necessarily
can't
gonna
tell
catch
exactly
the person,
who it
right?
is. If you wear a hoodie or something, you can't tell.
Well, that's basically they know that they're youths. They said they had not determined the identities of the two youths. This was Tuesday. It happened.
Or
They'd
if you drove past you, it's two Utes.
Youths. They had also not determined the owner of the RV.
Okay, wasn't it at a RV? Was it at an RV park or was it at
David Street.
David
on
Street,
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford? Okay,
Yeah.
so
No injuries in the incident.
but there were cameras. Is that what we're saying
That's
here?
right. Yeah, information was provided to police that the RV was attached to a deck and shed that had been lit on fire.
Ouch!
The two youths seen running from the fire on video surveillance
Wow.
after the fact.
A lot of trailers don't have video surveillance, so maybe these youths didn't realize.
It also says
be
they
on
haven't
video.
determined the owner of the property,
Wow.
which is really bizarre.
So, how did they get it on video? And when there wasn't an owner?
I don't know. Well, it says after the fact, so it might have been another person's camera.
Oh, you're right. A lot of times, yeah, maybe a house next door or something can pick it up. Huh. But the good news is that they are on camera, and that would probably help to determine who they are. So if you have any information on that, I would think to call either Sudbury Regional Police or Crime Stoppers, one or the other.
Yeah.
I would
Police
think.
are going to be canvassing the area, and if you have additional information, video footage kind of thing.
Are they the same people? Could they be linked to the Ukrainian hall? Or
Could
the
be.
Ukrainian Center? Do you think, did we find anybody?
They were both wearing black.
Yeah. So they had video of that.
That's linked.
They had video of that as well, right?
They did,
Of the
that was 3 individuals.
vandalism. There was 3 individuals. Maybe one couldn't make it to this next vandalism opportunity.
Yep.
No, well, I hope this isn't a trend. Oh, that links with the other story of youths or whatever.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe ramping up a bit of violent tendencies or whatever.
Yeah,
So
it kind of does. We kind of have a
goes along
youth
with
theme
that.
going on.
There's a youth theme. That's right. Youth being all pent up and they may be angry. How many youths live in Northern Ontario? And then we have some more youth suspects in this particular crime. If you have any information, you know where to call.
He's not very popular in some people's eyes anymore, but Don Cherry used to have some great monologues about stuff like this.
I would say he probably would have.
Yeah, he used to, just off the cuff kind of bring up stuff like this and be like,
Yeah.
well, I just think it's terrible what these youths are doing today. When I was a youth, we would skate on the rink.
It's almost like your grandpa too, eh? Like
Yeah, he's like your
scolding you a
grandpa.
bit,
Yeah.
and teaching you a bit of a lesson and saying,
Exactly.
shame on you. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's, sorry, I don't want to jump back too much, but speaking of demographics a little bit, young people, the election is coming up in June, and we had this story about the budget and how the Conservatives are kind of waiting to confirm the budget until after the election.
After, correct, yeah.
Which party... We're going to enter in the realm of speculation now.
Of politics, here we go.
Which party is best positioned to win the aging Canadian vote?
Yeah. So, Billy, what do you think? The aging Canadian vote, who's going to...
Who's catering the most?
Which political party?
There's no right answer here.
Yeah, I think I'd have to think about that quite a bit longer than I have to make any kind of intelligent decision on that.
Yeah. It's hard because you can't really get your finger on the pulse because any of the media that's out there that would give you an indication of what's going on.
It's all biased, right?
It's, I would say, in my view, is biased. And these call-in shows or whatever seems to be, I would say, Liberal or NDP through the call-in shows. But through my own personal just knowing people, it seems to be a lot of more conservative, older people. But again, that I don't know. I think it could be changing as well. Currently, I was surprised that Doug Ford got in myself, but I think
Sure.
Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals were in there quite a long time, and I think it was more a vote for change than it was a vote for Conservatives at the time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, Doug Ford has got to be one of the least conservatives.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So again, I'm with Billy on this. I really don't. I don't even know.
I just wrote.
Hard to say.
I just wrote possibly my last university exam
Oh, possibly. Yeah.
ever, unless I decide to go back. I'm a sucker for punishment.
For sure.
But wrote an exam, and one of the questions was on psychographics.
Yes.
So it's similar to demographics, but it's all to do with lifestyle,
Yeah.
like what choices people make. You know, demographics has a lot to do with intrinsic,
For sure.
things, and psychographics is more to do with what you choose, how you spend your money, and it's a really interesting dichotomy with demographics, psychographics, because just because you're like 70 years old, that doesn't define who you are.
No.
You could still be like a rock and roll. You could still be, going to concerts. You could still be doing all the young people stuff.
Definitely.
So maybe that's a more important thing for politicians to focus on.
For sure.
Get the psychographic vote, and appeal to that.
I like that word, psychographic. Anyways.
Sounds really smart when you say it like that.
Not that I know exactly what it means, but I really
It's
do
really
like
just
the name.
all to do with lifestyle, I would say.
Oh, yeah. You see a lot of people that look old, meaning, the stereotypical old,
Like their hair is getting gray.
and whatever. And they, just whatever the stereotypic,
Sure.
older senior, let's say. But then you see some people that, got this, their hair is, let's say a man, a senior, who's got a spiky hair and it's dyed and has more young looking clothes on and drives a vehicle that you would think a younger person would drive, and all these things, right? And goes a lifestyle like a younger person, all in all. But age, I think, is just between our ears a lot of times, and we're as old as we think we are.
Yep.
But inside every older person is obviously their younger self as well, and I think time goes by so fast that we're all young at heart in a lot of ways, as far as I know. Hey, AJ here. Did you like that video? Please like and subscribe for more just like it every weekday.
Share it with your friends so they can stay up to date with all Sudbury news.